fellow panel as well. So what I'm seeing is a lot of biracials that are on this panel or coming on the panel. They are speaking from emotion because they are so used to us, the monoracial black people, accepting them in the community. We still love you, but we're just identifying some
Correct.
issues that's affecting the black community. And one is a lot of I'm going to speak on the white presenting. They have been raised around white people in the white community, but they will apply for scholarships that are meant for black, underprivileged black children living in the black community. So that is an issue that we're talking about. And then someone said about Obama.
And that's how the scholarships are written for, it has to say underprivileged living in the black community. Because if we're talking about scholarships, look at what our country has done. They have mixed us all into African American. How many of us here are African American? I'm not. I was born here. Anyone born here is not
another issue.
It's not. It goes into the same thing.
African American, but biracial people are very receptive.
You're from Africa.
I am African American. I am a generational African American, a descendant from slaves. But I
same
know
me. I did too. Same with all of anybody who's black in America, right?
They are very, like I said, they have a problem with identifying with Africans, and that is another issue. And then with Obama being biracial, that's an issue for black people because he did nothing for the black community.
Exactly.
He only did stuff for the biracial people, you know. He was biracial.
Exactly.
He didn't do anything for me.
And then he has the title of now being the first black president of the United States when his mother is white.
Yeah.
And that's a prime example of biracial people taking away things.
Who created that?
Titles.
That goes back to the who created what. The reason why he's named the first black president.
You the same one that's operating under the system that is you are so-called oppressed under, but you ain't doing nothing to push back on it. You just going with it. That's my problem. That's the tea that I'm just trying to clock with you.
Am I just going with it?
I'm gonna check black. I'm gonna check black, but you operating under the one drop rule that is a white supremacist ideology. That is my issue with
I'm not operating under it. I understand what it is.
So it's like
my whole family is. I created a black family.
Very disingenuous.
You understand?
Very disingenuous.
She obviously know what's because you know what.
Hold on, you understand what it is, right? You will never encounter your parents and tell them what is going on, right? You will never have to move for your white parents. You only want to come on poor black panels and run your mouth. You know, that is the problem. Why don't you guys ask your white parents why they don't accept you guys as white?
Well, I separated myself from my white family.
You said, hold on. You said, why don't we ask our white parents why they don't accept us as white? Because guess what? We're not white. We're not white.
Okay. Why you guys want us to accept you guys as black?
You asked the question. I can go over to my white family and all of them is going to respect me. They will respect me. They going to love me for who I am. They not going to sit here and shun me. They will protect me. They will speak up for me. I go to my black side. They got my back. The thing is that while y'all sitting up here trying to separate us, the thing is we're surrounded by love on both ends. On both ends. And that's a beautiful thing. It's love. We don't have the problem. Y'all got the problem. So it's y'all's problem, not our problem. And I'm going to tell you something. If there's any scholarship that's for a black person, you damn right I'm going to step up and get it. You know why? Because like I said, I can get handcuffed and maced just like a black person because police ain't going to see us to be no white person.
That's all I was saying. It's how society has created
you know, it's like y'all keep trying to, you're trying to separate us. Baby, you can't separate us. Because guess what? There's more multiracials in this world today than it was 10 years ago. And we're going to keep coming into this world. And how you see us, baby, listen, that's your problem. Okay? That's your identity. That don't have nothing to do with our identity.
90% of black men marry black women. So that would never happen. You would never replace us.
Who said anybody?
We don't want to.
Who said nobody said replacing? I said we're here. Nobody said anything about replacement.
Coming from a place of emotion.
This is your.
I think that I've operated differently.
This major problem with us. We don't have a problem with you. See, I'm gonna tell you, it go back to the house niggas.
Because
that's what it goes to back to. It goes all the way back to slavery.
Whenever
we have been. I'm gonna keep talking over you because you got so much to say and don't know nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I do know a lot. Actually,
this right here goes back to the slave. This goes back to the slavery time where you had the light skinned people in the house or the mixed people in the house and the slaves out there in the field.
Right now,
baby, listen, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all still trying to put us to be house niggas. We're not house niggas, okay? That's what we're not. We're not the house niggas. So I'm sorry that y'all still trying to pull down. Well, why don't you shut up? Because you don't know nothing. You really irritate. So the thing is that you speaking from a space you don't even understand. You said you ain't no better than a white person saying I got black friends. That's what you are. You sound like a white person say I got black friends. The same way you say, oh, I got best friends that's mixed. Man, shut up. You ain't mixed. You keep trying to overcome.
You making it my issue.
You ain't mixed. Like I said, you talk about suppression and the 1% of the white and this.
So I'm just
you acting just like them. I got mixed friends. Okay, white girl.
I didn't say that. Who did?
We hear you. I got mixed friends. You don't know about us though. You did. You did.
No,
like damn, you don't give nobody no room to talk because you think you know everything about us. You don't know shit about us.
Yes.
You know nothing about us.
I did say that.
I got something to say too.
Like, come on, bro. Like you need to. Nobody. You're talking.
I'm just saying you don't know us. Me when I wasn't even coming after you. You seem like you keep
want to overtalk anybody that's mixed up here because,
like I said, I'm sorry that your mother chose a white man and that you feel like you're not accepted within the black community. But at the end of the day, you are
don't know no facts about us.
Opportunities away from black people.
She can just get every biracial person that came up here.
That's really not my issue.
Every biracial person
you louder than
you got the right biracial person up here right now. You got the right one up here because you ain't gonna overtalk me.
I feel like your demons are irritated, and that's why you're lashing out on me.
You're not gonna
maybe it might be a cathartic experience for you, but I don't know what else to say.
Up here and act like you knew better than them.
I really
don't know better than us. Okay,
like, this is over you. I really don't have nothing.
But yet you seem to know so much about us. So what do you know about?
I do, but you know about the black community,
or you know about the biracial community? Because that's
you're
how
biracial.
I mean,
you can't really speak on us, so we both can't speak on each other. Because I'm fully black, you're not fully black, so we both can't speak on each other.
You're very uneducated.
So you're racist too.
Then you can't speak on me.
Like what the world?
So leave it alone.
Well, won't you just leave it alone?
Nikki, I don't have a problem with you. You just are getting emotional.
How about you
calm down? It's not like there's a baby whose baby is in the background.
BLK woman and full melanin fucking man.
Get it together.
No, you need to shut the fuck up.
No,
this conversation
like
damn divisive because
like can't nobody say nothing on this panel when it comes down to her. Like can't nobody say nothing.
Right at this time. Especially at this time in this economy, in this environment in the States, we should be coming together as opposed to being divisive and saying that other people, just because they're lighter tone or they look different, that they aren't a part of the community or whatever. Your work, it's about your actions and your work. They did not choose to look the way they did. The same way back in the day, look at Thomas Jefferson's children, stuff like that. Yeah, you want to call them not black, but at the end of the day, a racist is not going to tell them that they're white.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell them that they're white. If you have a black man and a mixed man standing next to each other, and they want to hang them, they're gonna hang both of them because they have that melanated skin. And I have two mixed daughters. Both of them, they're both different. They're both different. No, you didn't stop the argument, but
yeah, that was hold on, but it wasn't hold on before when everybody was acting crazy. Now it's hold on.
Hold on. I understand that when you came on the panel, right? You did not even introduce yourself. Now you have two mixed race daughters. I understand where you're coming from. You're not gonna see. I mean, yeah, biracials. You have two mixed race daughter. It means you were dating a whitey guy. If you're black, we understand that you're gonna have a soft spot for whitey people. So okay, let's just walk along. Let's just be the same people. We are all the same. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, we understood those storylines. We know that. Yes, you have two mixed daughters. Go ahead. I'm gonna give you the platform. Give you a 2 cents, and that's it. But on this panel, there's a thin line that is drawn between biracials and blackity black. if you have a mixed race daughters, they are not black, they are biracials. And people have come on this panel and tell you that biracials, when they cross into the black community, they are put on the top of the pedestal. They are different, right? The darker skinned blacks are put, they are the bottom of the barrel. So, okay, they look different. They have a different hair texture, all of that stuff. They can pass for white tea if they want to, and they can pass for black if they want to. They have white tea.
They got
long hair. They got blue eyes. They got green eyes.
They have white tea grandparents that they can run to and eat their soup and eat their kind of meal. Black people cannot do that. So I'm just letting you know. So, yes, I know you have biracial daughters.
Some of us don't want to.
Like, what you mean, Amar? Black people can't do this. Like, what you mean when you say that?
A black person cannot run into a white tea man's home and start eating their meal, but you can go to your white tea grandparents.
Not all of us.
Yeah, but that's anybody's house. I mean, if you can, I can't run into your grandma's house and start eating out of her refrigerator because that ain't my grandma.
Both of my
it just so happened my grandma white, so I can run her refrigerator.
Both of my grandparents are black. You can actually eat your white tea, the kind of food they eat. I'm pretty.
Well, I find that to be fortunate for you. I don't think it's a very unfortunate situation to be mixed growing up in America at all.
No,
I never found it to be beneficial to me in any way.
It's benefit because you don't see it because you live in it, but there's a privilege that you live.
No. You're right. I live it, so I get to speak on that.
Exactly. So those
I
who
get
don't
to
live
speak
it,
on it. I don't benefit from a lot of things that you think. That lighter skinned people, that's colorism.
You're not gonna know.
We really don't. A lot of us really don't benefit.
Hold on, you just walking down the street. Nobody is gonna be scared. Oh, she's light skinned. She's not gonna do anything. Oh, she walks into the elevator. Oh, I'm not gonna hold my purse. She doesn't look like she can harm me. Those are the thought that people are not thinking about.
That's a lie, and that's a lie. I done walked into a store and been followed in a store, and I had to curse out the doggone lady following me. Yes,
but Nikki, that's what black people think about us. That's what black people think about us. They think that we're so white, and then you go around black people or white people, and you think that we're so black. So that's where we're caught in the middle. That's where we get stuck right there.
When
neither situation is true. But neither situation is true.
Yeah,
so this is what I'm trying to say. This is what America has caused is a divide between the two, and here we are laying in the middle.
An intentional divide, might I add.
But who's getting treated the worst?
First off, I want to apologize to the panel because I was not. I will apologize to the panel, but she really frustrated me because every time a biracial person came up here, it's like she knew more than us. She wouldn't let none of us talk. Everybody else up here has been very respectful. Because, but I did want to apologize to the panel for that because damn, if the conversation is about us, then let us talk. And she seemed like she knew so much and knew nothing at all. So it was time.
What you mean the conversation is about you? It's not about. We say it was about you.
It is. It says, are you? Because that's your topic, sir. Are biracial children black or white or other? So the topic
why you
is about
why you
us.
catching feelings with it? Because people are coming in and they really want to talk to you that bad, and you probably gonna.
Why are you attacking her? When she
feelings? It's her. It's her identity. Of course, she is attaching feelings to it.
Yeah, but she have a white parent. So I mean,
what? I want to teach everybody when. But on the mix DNA with a BLK win, do they even teach y'all about y'all culture, or do they teach y'all about the white tea community and don't tell y'all nothing about y'all own people?
The black man that raises us?
When you have both
of course
parents,
they teach us about the culture. What kind of question is that?
I was asking because a lot of them do not teach y'all about y'all own kind.
That's
about
true.
The other side of I was asking a real question because
who are they as an authority on black culture? Right. A white person is no authority on black culture. I'm not trying to learn blackness from a white person.
Exactly.
At all. Yeah. So, I agree in a sense. Then I agree with that.
First of all, while you're in the chat talking your shit, baby, I'm Cherokee Indian. I'm full black. I'm not mixed. So miss me with that bullshit. Cause I know a lot about my kind. I live in a white tea sound. So miss me with that bullshit. Cause I swear, I love my light skin. Hold up, I love my black people. But let's not sit here and act like y'all don't feel like y'all way better than a full black man and a woman just because y'all got long hair. Just because y'all got light skin. Just because y'all got blue eyes. Just because y'all got green eyes. Y'all try to downgrade the full black people because y'all are biracial.
But now
I'm
you're
not
being
a
emotional.
biracial person feels that way.
Treated way better than we get.
Projecting your
whole
insecurities on everybody else.
We not.
Hold on,
There's a lot of mixed people who do feel that they're better. Fortunately.
So
and that's really sad.
And then most y'all on this mug right now talking down on a full black person because of how they feel about the situation. That's not wrong.
No, hold on. No, the hell we were. No.
Look at the topic.
I'm saying most. I didn't say y'all. I said most.
No, this is the problem. We're not talking down to anybody. We like, for real, we don't talk down to because you're full black. Okay, fine. Ain't nobody talking down to you. What does that mean? Because, like, if I get in an argument with what is that supposed to mean?
I am not mixed.
I'm racist or something? Hell no. I'm still black. I'm still going to go with it. I grew up in a loud-ass house. I'm a loud-ass woman. I am who I am. I don't, and this is the thing. If I start talking like my education, you're going to say I'm acting like my white side because I am educated. But if I start getting loud, you're going to say I'm black because now I'm talking like my mama people. So it's like, at the end of the day,
everybody want to be black is trying to be black.
At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what nobody feel or think of me. I'm a breed.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to be black.
I am who I am.
Y'all not ready to be black till it's time to be black.
My identity is not based off of what anybody black or white gotta feel about me. That's literally what we have to get. People that are biracial, we have to have the fucking mindset, because if we don't, black people will bother us and white people will bother us. Period. And you know what? We just like, fuck it. We are who we are. If you hate me because my hair curly, well, bitch, that's not my problem. You hate me because my eyes is light brown.
So
I'm sorry,
y'all
but that's not my fucking
because
problem.
we got nappy hair with
you hate me because my skin is light. I'm sorry, that's not my problem. This is something that my parents created. I cannot uncreate this. I cannot undo who the hell I am. I am who I am. But if it's a problem for you, then I don't know who hurt you that was light skinned or white, but baby, it wasn't me. Okay, so don't take that shit out on me.
First of all, let's not act like y'all know about the white people.
But literally,
let's not act like y'all don't get the way shit around in this.
Because of the way I
grew up. Upper, like, it's literally than the full black building one. Let's not act like that. We all know us black people built this shit off scratch. Your people, the white tea community, took that from us. We know why they using this freaking population of black community to make bad music, to make us look like we just
girl, we black too.
Let's not act like we are black. What are you talking about?
You're just gonna ignore the fact that we're black.
Ignorant people.
Y'all gonna sit here act like y'all don't. Y'all didn't ask God why.
We're the ones doing that.
And they get away with most stuff that we'll get.
Is it the mixed people who are doing that?
Y'all missing me with that, bro.
Girl, obviously we is.
Y'all missing me with that, bro.
Sounds like
Y'all missing me with that, bro. Y'all missing me with that, bro.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Let me tell you something. The damn problem is that.
Hold on. We got somebody else that's on the panel that didn't speak yet. TT509. If you want to come off mute, introduce yourself. What you identify as, where you from, what's your perspective on the problem? TT509.
Hey, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am biracial. My mom is white, my dad is black. My name is Latia. I'm 45 years old. I come from a predominantly white town. So with people saying that we're not treated the same is not true. When I was younger, my white mom, taught us to, what do you identify with most? That's what you go with. And that would be black, which I have all my life. And that's because my skin is not white. I do have melanin in my skin, and she accepts that. And that's why I've always identified with black. I've always put black on my applications. And that is way before we've had to put black, because just until recently you can put biracial. So I've always put black. And I just want to say, like, it's not about, especially with people saying that, like, we are black, period. Like I said, I'm in a predominantly white city. I have been pulled over several times, told me my car was stolen, just to see who's in my car, who's driving when it's just me. I'm stared at, me and my son, which white people here get cussed out daily because what are you looking at? So it's not to say that we are not treated. We are definitely treated just as we are black, and that's why we identify as black, because we are.
So you say your mom is black?
No, my mom is white.
And you identify
and my dad is black. Yes.
So did your other side of your mom, did they ever tell you were white?
I know I'm half white. I'm saying what my mom did is she's saying, what do I identify with?
Did they ever?
I identify with black.
Okay, I'm asking you.
I'm black.
Did your whitey side ever call you white?
No, they did not.
Okay, so why do we have to call you black?
Because I am black. That's what I identify with. Just like everybody is saying, and Nikki and Geneva are spot on. We are treated as black. So you sound crazy and ignorant, and the other people in here are racist as well.
Asking you questions.
I'm telling you, they've not identified. They not told me I'm white. Yeah, they told me I'm mixed, which I already know that. We already know that, but I identify as black.
So your whitey parents or your grandparents or your whitey side were ashamed to tell you that we are white because you don't fit the whitey description. Yet black people have to accept you that you are black because they feel like you have a darker skin hair tone.
Oh my God! What a burden for black people.
That is crazy.
So we didn't speak about whether I was white or something with my white mom. I said, when as young as I can remember in elementary school, what do I identify with? That's what my white mom told me, and I identify more black because I've been treated like that in school as well. I've experienced all the racism. So
why did she tell you to identify more as black? What did she say?
Because we're not.
She said,
white.
"What
That's why you do that? Because we're not white." And in America, it's been a long.
Exactly. That's what you have to meet. Well, why did your mom came out with that narrative that you are not white? What did she see that doesn't make you white? That is the question that I'm asking.
She did not say I'm not white. I already know I'm half white. We never talked about that kind of thing, whether I'm half white or black. She said, as what I do, I identify with more. And the way I was treated in schools and stuff with my brown skin, I identify as black.
Okay. But yeah, you don't fit the black. You don't look like Oprah to me. You don't look like black brothers and sisters.
You sound crazy because Oprah is not the model black woman or for all black people. You keep saying Oprah. That sounds crazy as hell.
Can I ask her a question, host?
Yeah, go ahead, Trell.
TT509. I'm biracial too, and I got a question. My question to you is, if it were you, a biracial, bright-skinned woman, and a black, dark-skinned, melanated woman in a room, who you think will get the most privilege? You or her?
Okay, so I already know that it would be me. Exactly. And me and my full black cousin had a conversation about this a long time ago. I already know that, but that doesn't get away from the fact that's in a room. That doesn't get away from the fact that I get treated like that I know what I am, which is black every day in my city. Me and my son. And my son has dreads. He's real light skinned. His dad's full black, but he's very light skinned. He's probably as light as me.
You want me to explain to you why you get treated that way in your predominantly white city? Because you're the closest thing to black there. You're the closest thing to black there.
And they don't like our DNA. We got the most pure DNA. They don't like that. That's why they gonna try to tie down on you because you got some of that blackness in you.
Yeah, you're the closest thing to black there. If you were to go to, if there were other darker people that come there, you would be less harassed and they would be more harassed. That's the difference.
No, there's a lot of darker people that come here that live here as well. And I'm not saying I know because of light skin. Yes, I get more privilege. I'm not denying that. But at the same time, I still identify as black, and I'm black.
So what you're saying is they harass you more than the blackity blacks over there.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that they would harass me the same, for sure.
No way they harass you the same.
They wouldn't harass you the same. You don't know what they're talking about.
It doesn't matter. But
the same. Like I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, everybody's story is gonna be different. But yeah, I have been harassed. I have been thrown down on the ground by the police. Like I don't get this whole narrative. Like I'm gonna tell you something. You got to put a perspective in your head, and you have ran with it without even, because it's like, oh, white is right. We're light skinned, so guess what? We still got melanin in our skin. That means we still look like, okay, hold on, this person is not fully white.
Your father is white though. Nikki, your father is white.
What? Yes, my father is white. Yes, he is. And guess what? I guarantee you, if I go out here in the community, they're not going to say, oh, you must be white. They're going to say, oh, are you Hispanic? Oh, what do you have in you? What else? The thing is that what else do you have in you? It's not going to be, oh, you're a white person. I'm sorry my skin is not dark. I am so sorry that my skin is not dark. I'm sorry that I don't fit this narrative of what a black woman is supposed to look like. But at the end of the day, I'm still black. Matter of fact,
ain't you who your father is? Nikki, ain't you who your father is though?
No, baby, I am who God said I am. I'm not even who a black man say I am. Said I am. I look the way I look, and I cannot take that back. So I think the best thing for any quote unquote full black person is just to get the fuck over it. Because guess what? Like I said, we ain't going no damn where, and we cannot help privilege that we have. We cannot help how we look. We cannot help society on how they want to display us or represent us. Understand that is not our problem. And you trying to put this massive problem on the mixed race. You can't do that, because at the end of the day, again, you don't know our struggle. I grew up fighting because of my complexion. Like, I literally had to defend myself growing. I learned how to fight because I'm mixed. Because either the black people felt like black girls didn't like me because of my hair was too long, or it was this, that, and the third. I got white people that didn't even really rock with me because they knew that I had a black mother. So guess what? That racism shit goes both ways. And as mixed culture, we got it on both damn ends. So try that. While African Americans talking about, oh, white people racist towards us, baby, try getting that shit on both ends. Because that's exactly what the hell we experience. So please do not tell us about your struggle when you don't even know our damn struggle. Because the struggle is real.
Where you from again?
I am from North Carolina.
Okay. Yeah, I was in a Faku Farina. You know Faku Farina?
No, I live in Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay, yeah, that's Faku Farina is part of Raleigh.
Fucker Farid. What is that? A town? I mean,
it's a town. It's like, I don't know how they pronounce it, but it's like Faku Farina or something. I think it's.
I don't know. Maybe not pronouncing it right.
Someone on the chat is gonna tell you, but that's in Raleigh.
Yeah, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah.
But you see, it doesn't kick out the fact that you have a white privilege that you don't want to talk about it. Having a white father at home is actually a privilege, to walking around and saying this is my dad and all of that stuff.
But I don't do that. You know why I don't do that? Because I don't need to do that. My parents, they're not a representation of my success. My success was based off of what I chose to do in this world. My success was what I chose to pour into my life in order to be successful. I did not get, my father's actually passed away. So see, I did not grow up with my father to say, oh yeah, I have this man and I can parade him around in the world to say, hey, you know what, give me this privilege because my dad is white. I didn't have that privilege. I'm sorry. I had the privilege growing up with a black mother, with a black family. I also had the privilege of being where my aunt would come and get me on my father's side, and I would get to go over there and learn about them and grow up with them. So see, understand this again. You guys put this ideology in your head and you assume that you know us and you don't know us. You have some biracials that do grow up white because that's all they know. Because maybe the father was not there or the mother wasn't there, whoever the black parent was. So therefore, this is all they had to grow up with. And therefore, they do not have the education of an African American around them. And that's one of the things I say, hey, if you're going to, and this is one of the biggest things I say, if you're going to be white tea and you're going to have biracial children, please make sure that they are educated on both sides. So therefore, they know both sides of their heritage and just not one side. So I'm big on that. But the problem I'm having is with African Americans keep trying to come for us. And it's just like, stop. Because obviously this is, I'm gonna tell you what it looks like. It looks like a self-hatred for yourself.
Thank you.
That's what it looks like. It looks like you're being racist. As much as you want to say that you have been racist towards, you are being racist towards us. And that's exactly what it is. We don't hate us. We love us.
Let me ask you a last question, then we move on to the lady with no name that I see. I don't see her name, so that's why I haven't come to you yet. I mean, is it a Thais?
Yes, my name is Thais. Thank you.
Yeah, so, but we're going to let me ask you a question. There's people always say that a white woman can never raise a black child. Is that true, Nikki?
Yes.
I feel that it's, when it comes down to a white woman raising a black child, I do feel like it's different. I'm sorry, my girls is playing. Hold on.
No, okay, then let's go to Geneva since her mom is white.
No, I'm sorry. Black. No, but I can answer that.
I have a white mom. I can answer this.
Yeah, they do. I feel like it is difficult sometimes, but I'm gonna let somebody who have a white mother talk about that because I had a black mother. So I don't want to step on nobody's toes with that.
Let's go to someone that has a white mom. And
what
Geneva,
was the question?
Geneva, you say your mom is black, right?
No, my mother's white.
Oh, your mother is white. Okay, there you go. They say a white woman can never raise a black child. Have you heard that before?
You know, I had a lot of discord with my mother because she was white. I don't identify with her. I don't look like her. There was nothing she could teach me about being in black spaces or being in society as a black woman. There's nothing she could teach me about that. She could not understand my tears as a child.
She's white. I mean, you're white. She did not teach you about.
No, she didn't. She didn't. I'm black and I'm in the black community. I'm in my home internally and for my daily issues. No, what could she identify with? That's something I had to learn on my own. And as a mixed person, I think we're put in a position sometimes to choose, right? They ask us to either mark black or white or other or whatever. We got to choose at some point. I chose not the whiteness because I don't identify there.
Hold on. Did your mom give you up for adoption?
No.
Okay, so you grew up.
I get what you're saying. But I guess this would have to be, you'd have to walk in the shoes of a mixed person then to understand what I'm saying. There's nothing she could teach me about. She could tell me, she could relate, she could try to give me some moral advice the best she could. Can she identify with what black women go through? Absolutely not. So what could she tell me?
But because I'm viewed, I agree with that as well.
I'm viewed as a black woman in society. I know I don't look what you want to say, blackity black. I get that, but there's nothing so to answer your question, no, there's not anything she could teach me. No, she couldn't teach me.
And I could say the same as well, but at the same time is my white mother, she would be up there sticking up for us at school. You better not say anything racist towards us because she would be right in there. But I also had a strong black grandmother that was in my life because my dad was in prison my whole life. So the thing is my black grandma is who taught me a lot as well. So
hold on. If you're on the back chat, double tap and share the live, send the host give, right? People want to come in so bad. But there's this guy that I brought in. I don't know if it's a guy. Please double tap, share the live, send the host give. You know, if you want to drop someone, tell me to drop that person. Also, if you come in and you want to speak, you can turn on your video. You can come on video and you have the right to speak than any other person on the panel. So you don't have to be on the queue. You just come in, turn your video on, and then we come straight to you. Then you have the mic. So yes.
I have a question for you though, my almighty supremacist.
One second. Are we not from Fuquay? Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, Fuquay Farina.
Oh yeah.
Not to take this away from any.
Hold on, Nikki. So, Nikki, what you say?
Somebody just told me in the chat that you're from. You was trying to say you're from Fuquay Farina. Yeah, that's here. I was like, where are you talking about? You from down here in Raleigh? Like what?
Yeah, I'm not from there, but I got a homie that bought a house down there. You know.
Oh yeah, Fuquay Farina. Yeah. You was more towards the country. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The name kind of sound. I don't know. I mean, it sounds funny. You know, just pronouncing the name. You know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I know exactly where you're. I know what I said. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Geneva, go ahead.
I was just, I guess then is it that you would prefer personally for us to check other? Is that what you?
I mean, if
in your thought process,
you biracial. I mean, I'm not. You shouldn't choose black. You shouldn't choose white. You know, you should be biracial.
Right. I get your opinion.
Yeah.
And so then my next question is then. I mean, I'm comfortable in who I am. You know, I'm comfortable in stating that I'm a black woman because I'm not viewed as white. I don't have light eyes. I don't have blonde hair. I don't have.
That's what we are saying. You shouldn't be claiming black when you have your other whitey side of you, right? And your whitey people do not.
Right. But when society has already determined what it is that we are and we're fine with it, which is black, why do we need to choose something other? I'm fine with it.
What we are saying is if your whitey parents cannot call you white, why should the black side call you black? That's what we are saying. Because
I get that. I get what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and there's no real answer to that, right? Because everybody has our own experience in life. Should a black woman have to call me black? No, she shouldn't have to, right? But if I was to have to choose, if it's my choice and I have to identify one versus the other, I feel way more comfortable identifying with my black side. That's where my spirit lies. That's who I am. I'm not a white person. I don't have that mentality of hatred that comes forth from the YT side of my own family. I don't have that. It was easy to distinguish between the two from a very young age. I don't look like anyone in my family. My hair is not the same. My skin is not the same. My feeling it towards other people and other races is not the same as my YT side. So, it's just an unfortunate thing that people have to say they have to choose. But, that's what society has done for us. It was my personal preference because I really have a disdain for my white side so much. I made sure my kids are darker than me so they wouldn't have to go through this whole, are you white? Are you black? What are you choosing? My husband is black. I live a black lifestyle. I live in the black community. I live black culture. This is me. And everybody don't feel the same. Everybody hasn't done the same. To each their own. But it's just sad. It's sad that the people we're half of each one, but neither one really accepts us. Or I should say, I'm half of each one and neither one really accepts me. Let me put it
all right. Let's go to Ty Shiris. Let's go to, man, you just got on the panel, man. Come on. Let's go to Ty Shiris and then we go to Sheena. Yeah.
So I'm a biracial girl with a white mom and a black dad. To answer your question, no, I don't think that I know for a fact there's nothing that a white mother can teach her black child.
You cannot say you're black because,
but I know, I understand that's the whole argument of this, what's going on, but I am black. Like when I walk around, like I would never I understand someone was saying oh, well, you don't get followed around the store and this and that. But you have to understand that there are other levels at which we are, it is thrown in our face of oh, you're not trustworthy because of your skin tone. We might not be dark enough to be, not everybody or whatever the case, followed around the store. But maybe you're in a position that you could be in a better place at work. And just how people are saying oh, it looks like self-hate. It looks like this. It looks like that. And also, obviously, it's a lot more women that are emotional about this. I don't know if fully black women realize that white women look at us, biracial women, and they are just as disgusted, if not more, than when they're looking at a fully black woman, because it's you're hating. Please, you know what I mean?
Hold on. Double tap and share. You on the back chat. You want to come in? You should be double tapping. You don't have to stop. Please double tap. Once you keep double tapping, then you probably gonna come in. But I have so many people on the back chat. Yeah, go ahead, Ty.
But basically, I don't know, because a lot of the other mixed people or women were saying it's hard to explain when you don't live you're not living this life. And of course,
yeah, because even at home with your white mom, you probably would. You weren't probably eating cornbread and all of that.
Yes, I was. My mom, I'm from Los Angeles, and I think that also where you're from has a lot to do with, your social construct and how you might feel.
Your mom was making you cornbread.
My mom can fry chicken.
Yes, and sir, you can't keep talking about somebody else's experience.
Yeah, my mom can fry chicken. My mom can make cornbread. My mom is very much just, I think, like TT509 said, my mom did not play any of those games. My mom actually was very honest with us. I know more about white people than probably your average mixed person would know, simply because my mom was super honest about the fact that yeah, my family is racist. Yeah, my family doesn't like this, or mixing blood and this, that, and the third. There's been times when my mom has been in professional settings and white people feel comfortable telling her things as a white woman that, I would never know if my mom didn't come home and tell us, you wouldn't believe that this is how they feel. This is how they think. This is what they do. So I feel like I kind of have a better grasp on it than even a lot of mixed kids, because my mom is so transparent about her kind, which I feel like a lot of white women that have mixed kids, I really don't think that we should be making more mixed kids, if I'm being honest. It's not a fun life and it's not a fun experience.
So did you experience identity crisis growing up?
I mean, I think just like the entire coming into yourself and you're just confused. Like you're not like everyone's